All right, let's get the show started. We're starting today's news with a very sad story. Former kickboxer and legendary coach Duke Rufus has passed away at the age of 55. Rufus, the founder of Rufus Sport in Milwaukee, died in his sleep on Thursday, according to his longtime friend and business partner Scott Joff. Rufus was best known in the MMA world as the head coach of multiple former world champions, including Anthony Pettis, Sergio Pettis, Tyrone Woodley, and Ben Askren. Today, the Rufus Sport family and the martial arts world was stunned by the heartbreaking news that Duke Rufus, world-renowned top MMA coach and founder of Rufus Sport MMA Academy, passed away peacefully in his sleep, Joff wrote on Facebook. Duke was more than a celebrated trainer and champion kickboxer. He was a mentor, innovator, father, and friend whose influence transformed the landscape of mixed martial arts. The MMA community is mourning the loss of Coach Duke Rufus. Anthony Pettis wrote, "When my dad was killed, you took me in and became my father. Together, we did the impossible and made it to the top. I will always make you proud. You've taught me so much. I will make sure your legacy continues on." Sergio Pettis wrote, "Can't believe I'm making this post. Just 2 weeks ago, we traveled to Dubai and had one of our best performances together. You have been my coach since I was 13 years old and have been in my corner for every single fight since I was 14 years old. You've taught me so much in life and in the fight game. This one hurts for sure. I love you, Duke. Thanks for helping me believe in myself, and thanks for everything you have done for the Pettis family. You will never be forgotten." Dana White posted this photo and wrote, "Rip Duke Rufus." Uriah Faber wrote, "Duke was the best. R.I.P. Coach." Tyrone Woodley said, "Love him and love you." Carl Sparza said, "Rip to such an amazing coach. Even though short, I'm so happy I had the opportunity to work with him on Tough." Alia Sterling, "What the R.I.P. to an OG, to a legend." Clay Guida said, "God bless legend." The MMA Talk team extends its condolences to the family and friends of Duke Rufus. During a recent press conference in Georgia, Ilya revealed there's a strong chance he'll take part in the inaugural UFC event on Paramount this January. He also mentioned Paddy Pimble as one of the possible opponents.
შესაძლებელია შენი ბრძოლა ვიხილოთ UFC-ს და Paramount-ით პირველ ღონისძიებაზე.
ძალიან შესაძლებელი.
და მაინტერესებს შენი აზრით, ყველაზე რეალისტური გზა რა იქნება ამ მესამე ტიტულზე გასვლის?
აი ზუსტად მაგაზე არის დამოკიდებული ტიტულების დაცვა, ის 1-2 სახელი, რომელიც ახლა ჩემს დივიზიონში არის დარჩენილი, მაგათთან ბრძოლა და გამარჯვება. რაც მოხდა იმ ძველ კატეგორიაში, სადაც ვიყავი, პირველი იყო ვოლკი, მერე მაქს ჰოლოუეი, მერე არანაირი პრობლემა არ შევქმნიათ იმაზე, როგორ წონა შემეცვალა. მგონია, რომ იგივე ფორმულა, იგივე მოხდება ამ წონაში. ვისთან ვიბრძოლებდი, აუცილებლად პადი, იმიტომ რომ დიდი ისტორია გვაკავშირებს. გონი რომ მაგ ბრძოლის ხილვა ყველას გსურს და ყველას გინდათ რომ მოხდეს ის, რასაც არ ვიტყვი ხმამაღლა.
Meanwhile, Paddy Pimble took to Instagram to hint that he's already signed the contract for the fight, while Ilya hasn't. He shared a photo with the caption, "Paddy, why hasn't Ilya signed the contract yet?" At that same press conference, Ilya also had some harsh words for Islam Makhachev, saying that if Islam loses his next fight against Jag Della Maddalena, he can go back to Dagestan to his farm and keep herding sheep. But if Islam wins, Ilya says he wants to move up a weight class to face him.
მის დამარცხების შემთხვევაში დამარცხებულ ისლამთან გირჩევნია თქვა შემდეგი ბრძოლა თუ პირობითად გამარჯვებულ ცარუკიენთან.
მოკლედ ვერ გავიხსენე სიტყვა, მაგრამ ისლამი თუ დამარცხდა, დაბრუნდეს დაღესტანში, თავის ფერმაში.
Music Dan Hooker and Islam Makhachev faced off back in October 2021 at the Etihad Arena, where the Russian earned a first-round submission victory. Now, in an interview at Sky Sports New Zealand, Hooker has expressed unexpected support from Akos ahead of UFC 322.
A huge ask for Islam, credit to him for stepping up to the plate and coming up to welterweight. Definitely got my respect for being able to move up a weight class and fight Jack Della. Like, it's something that even, the greatest lightweight of all time, Khabib, who never managed to
Dwalishvili's win at UFC 320. Dwalishvili landed what some reported as 20 takedowns in his unanimous decision victory and nearly finished Sanhagen midway through the fight. On a recent episode of Good Guy, Bad Guy, Cormier criticized how takedowns are currently scored in MMA. According to DC, Morab didn't actually get 20 takedowns. He likely landed only 5 or 6 along with 14 mat returns.
The MMA takedown is a problem. The way that they score MMA takedowns is the problem, Chael. A takedown should be when you go to the mat. A takedown should not be when you get back up and the guy picks you up and just puts you back down. He never lost control. They see, and Chael, I don't know why, and they called me in. They called me in, Chael. They sat me with the people that do the takedowns, and I still walked out of there going, well, it ain't a takedown. It's not a takedown. You're not going to convince me of what it is. They should get us in the room. Let us tell them what a takedown is. And then those numbers won't seem so big. Merab didn't get 20 takedowns. Merab probably got 5 or 6 takedowns. And he got 14 mat returns.
Having shared the octagon with the current UFC middleweight champion, Driz Dupulse offered his take on how a fight between Hamza Chimaev and Alex Pereira might play out. In a recent interview, Dupie was asked about the potential matchup and said it would be a horrible night at the office for his most recent opponent.
Hamza has called out Pereira at heavyweight. What do you make of that?
I mean, he's always had crazy call-outs. Hamza, there's no way he beats Pereira, in my opinion. I think Pereira right now is one of the greatest to ever do this sport, or any combat sport for that matter. But yeah, he's a big guy. Even now at light heavyweight, he looked so big against Ankalaev. It was crazy. So yeah, I think that's all hype. I don't think there's any realistic chance. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm going Aspinall on this one. I think he's hungry. I think he's ready. He looks phenomenal in the training footage that I saw. Obviously, Cyril Gain is a specimen. I mean, just the way he's built, he's massive. And once again, anything can happen.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest MMA news.